Following my hands-on and unboxing video, I will now do a full in-depth review of Voyo A1 Plus Ultimate. As this is an Ultrabook and some people really care about the size, and people who consider to buy this, they want a small, compact and practical Ultrabook. And I will do a measurement. It is 29 by 20 and actual thickness is around 16 millimeters. I will turn around a bit on Ultrabook specifications. It features an Intel Cherry Trail X5 Z8300 quad-core processor, and it works on 1.44 GHz, but it can turbo boost to 1.84 GHz. The graphic chip is Intel HD Graphics Generation 8, and I will note one important thing. On majority of web shops, there is a wrong specification that Ultrabook features Intel HD Graphics Generation 7, and that is wrong. You will see that later in video. And now moving on memory department, the Ultrabook have 4 GB of RAM, and you get a 64 GB of ROM storage memory. For a user, you get around 40 GB available after Windows 10 installation. For those who didn't watch my hands-on video, I will speak a bit about exterior and connectors. It is a full plastic body. If you ever had a cheap laptop from cheaper class, it is a similar build quality. There is squishy sounds here and there, but nothing major. Still feels pretty solid. When you watch Ultrabook from the top, there is a camera. It is a 2 megapixel sensor, and on the inside part there is a 0.3 megapixel front-facing camera for Skyping and video calls. On the left hand side we have a USB port, 3.5 millimeter audio output, SIM card slot, volume keys up and down, shutdown key and wake up key, and lock key. In Ultrabook specifications there are no words about 4G functionality, but still the SIM card slot is here, and when I put SIM card nothing happened, so I don't really know why is it here. In Windows I should have a cellular option in my network, but there is not such function. A lock key function is quite simple. When you move it on a lock position, the keyboard will basically lock down, and pressing any key won't make any function. That is a really good function when you turn around the screen and start using Ultrabook as a tablet. Moving on right hand side, we have a micro SD slot, HDMI output, one more USB, and 12 volt DC input for charging. On the back side we have 4 rubber legs. Also there are 2 speaker grills. Sound quality is Medicore and volume is not too loud. Battery is 10,000 milliamperes, Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi standards are B, G and N. At the bottom part of the screen there is a capacitive Windows key. There are 4 brightness levels. At this point it is 0%, 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%. My recording conditions are not perfect, so what you see now, it is not a realistic representation of colors and brightness. What I can assure you that I really like the colors, the brightness is really good on all levels, well balanced, and mostly important, the colors are really well presented. The screen is quite decent. It is a 11.6 inches unit with resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Also supports 10 touch points. Viewing angles are quite decent if you consider a price point of this Ultrabook. The weight is around 1.3 kilograms. The Ultrabook can be used as a classical laptop, small one of course, and if you turn the screen around you can use it as a tablet. The weight doesn't influence usability of device because it isn't too much, but of course it's 1.3 kilograms and it's not on lightweight side, but still it's quite usable. For me it is best to be used as a Ultrabook because you have a portability, and as a Ultrabook it's lightweight, so it's quite nice to have a small device which you can carry with you with no problems. I also want to say a few words about manufacturing process and quality control. On my device I noticed that there is some kind of pinch on bottom side of Ultrabook. It cannot be removed, it's not a scratch, but it seems that it is a bad quality control. And also on the back side there is also some kind of scratch on these parts which are moving when you turn around a Ultrabook to be a tablet. So I wanted to share that with you because there are always people who want to get best for their money. I don't say that this is a problem, but still the manufacturer need to have a good quality control checks so the final customer doesn't have problems like this. When you open a Ultrabook you have a really nice QWERTY keyboard. The keyboard is quite nice. I like to use it, and the walk of buttons is short, it is quiet, it is a full-size keyboard without the numeric part. The touchpad supports all standard gestures and they all work quite well. Sometimes it gets lost and it doesn't respond. It is very rare, but it happens. And these integrated buttons are hard to press, so it's hit and miss, nothing special, but it works. There are two rubbers on the bottom, so when you close up the screen it won't scratch the surface of screen and buttons won't touch a screen itself. Having two USB inputs, I plug it in one of them my wireless A4Tech mouse. It is really a pleasure to use it because you can get a comfort of your home PC with device this small. The touchscreen is okay, it works fine. I will show you now how the everyday functions work. So let's say you're browsing the internet. It needs time to render the page, but it is decent. With 5 open tabs, I will check now how much memory usage. There is still a lot of space. A quick demonstration of tablet mode.
Watch this. This is where we go 9 and 1.
I personally believe that this device is more a laptop or Ultrabook than a tablet. I will show you a hardware specification from Hardware Info. The processor is Intel Atom X5 Z8300 and the original processor frequency is 1500 MHz. The Ultrabook features 4000 megabytes of RAM memory, or let's say 4 gigabytes. The graphic card is Intel HD graphics and it's generation 8. And these are Geekbench results: single-threaded and multi-core score. And here are 3D Mark 11. The result is 332. From 16.4 gigabytes you get a 57 free, and after installing a few games like Dota 2 and one GT Racing from the store, I got 18.8 gigabytes free. The free space gets eaten really fast, but you can use a micro SD card to expand your free space. Like in my case, I put in a 64 gigabytes micro SD card and it works really nice. Here we can see speeds of memory storage. This one is from Drive C, the main storage of Ultrabook, and this one is from microSD card from Samsung. So the reading and writing speeds are quite good. And now what I want to show you is data from Task Manager. As you can see, a usual 42% of memory used. The processor is idling on 3.5%, which is quite nice. Overall, pretty decent performance. You need to understand that at moments some operations can get slow, but you need to keep in mind that this processor is not designed for heavy load operations, and that's just the way it is. A quick Photoshop test so you can check out overall speed in program. Pretty decent performance. I will show you now a front-facing and back-facing camera. This is a back-facing camera. It is a 2 megapixel. It is decent, but nothing special. And this is a front-facing camera. As you can see, this is me, and big hello to all my watchers and subscribers. Subscribe for more content, don't forget that. Both cameras are okay for Skyping, video calls, but nothing more. If you really need, you can shoot a picture, but I won't recommend that. And now let's see a few games. The first one is Windows native game, GT Racing 2. You can download it from the store. I will not skip a loading process, so you can see the time needed for the game to load.
I see some tough competition out there, but you can...
All right, kid, let's put the pedal to the metal. You can catch him. Another one bites the dust. Stay in first. Do whatever it takes.
And now trying out a Dota 2 game. As you can see, I'm having 20 FPS, and this is a multiplayer game with real people, not bots.
Under attack. Have patience, child.
When I was alt tapping, the graphics of my hero got bugged up, but after a quick reconnect, everything was back to the normal. I was changing video settings, so that was probably causing a problem. And that was Dota 2 gameplay. These are video settings used in previous Dota 2 game. It is lowest video resolution with everything disabled, and game screen render quality is on 70%, When you lower this, the graphic quality becomes unacceptable, so I keep it on 70%. You can't play Dota, but less demanding games are totally possible to play with enjoyment. Overall, I won't speak too much about my general experience with this device. I did try to show you how it works in practical everyday usage, so you personally can get a feel how much is usable to have a Ultrabook with this kind of processor. I did have a few problems out of the box. First, the camera didn't work and I did have crashes. I managed to fix that by reinstalling Intel graphical driver and camera driver. As you can see, I have them on desktop. It wasn't a major problem, but still it's not okay to get a new product and out of the box have a software problem. Some people couldn't manage to fix this, but as I am an experienced user, it was not a huge problem for me. The battery life is pretty good. I managed to get 5.5 hours of watching YouTubes, reading, browsing the internet, nothing power demanding. The battery life gets my recommendation, definitely. It is definitely a pretty neat device, especially if you like a small portable hardware. If I did skip something that you want to know, you can ask me in comments. I will gladly answer any of your questions. I got this Ultrabook from GearBest. There are links in the description so you can check it out. If you like this video, thumbs up. And if you like to see more content like this, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Until next time, see ya!